So you understand where I'm coming from with this, okay? That's basically everything you need to know in a nutshell. There is no 33 billion ton comet, spaceship, whatever, coming from outer space. But the way they're stretching this out is insane. We've never seen this one before. Well, there's a government shutdown, so NASA can't tell the world about this 33 billion ton thing that's losing 3,300 tons of nickel, strontium, and cadmium every day. How stupid do you got to be to believe that NASA can somehow look at a little static dot, which is what they're presenting us? Stand by. The way NASA tells people they know the weight of this thing, even though they're showing us a little static dot, like back in the old days when you had the 3-channel televisions. If you're not old enough, whatever, you missed it. I got to tell you one thing. If you're in my age group, if you're between 40 and whatever, we lived through the best of it. See what I'm saying? We didn't realize it at the time. So these guys telling us that they know the weight, the trajectory, they can tell what type of metal it's shedding or not, is ludicrous. It's laughable. Oh, yep, we just found this dot yesterday, and 33 billion tons. Everything is 33. And a buddy of mine asked me the other day, why are they using 33 in the word Mason? If an event doesn't happen in the town of Mason, it's being reported by an FBI specialist whose last name is Mason. And it's always the number 33 because they're doing this and they're communicating with each other through signs and symbols. That's their thing. They can't get enough of it. Signs and symbols rule the world. It completely and utterly overshadows words as we know them. Think about how the hieroglyphics, the most amazing wording in the most amazing buildings that, slaves built with a bunch of sticks and they rolled them around and blah, blah, blah. These guys were writing in like 4D. You know what I mean? We're writing flat. They were writing in pictures. I mean, it's insane. Signs and symbols. They know what that stuff means. We don't, We grew up in a place we grew up in a system that was already set up. Somebody mentioned in the comments that it sucks for people that are going to have to say no to the digital ID. Well, how are they going to say no when they have a mortgage and they have a job and they have this? They're going to integrate it all into everything. And the one question that should put all of this to bed is, we're in 2025. We're in 2025. These guys are already pushing a digital ID in the other side of the world and in Utah, because Utah is trying to do it. And Jamaica's now doing it. We just got wiped out. We don't care about the people we can't find. We don't care about the people that are dead. We don't care about all the property and everything that was just utterly destroyed by a hurricane that apparently is the biggest that's ever been measured in mankind's history. Doesn't matter. We're going to fix it all up, and we're going to have a digital infrastructure and a digital ID and a digital dollar. We're good to go. Jamaica, getting it done. Amazon just went down the other day, and half the internet went down with it. Hackers are 12 and 13 and 14 years old, and they are successfully, go to a YouTube channel called The Black Files. It's AI. It's AI. I caught it because it couldn't say the word $840. It says 800. You'll see what I'm saying. But this channel just popped up 7 months ago. It just keeps pumping out videos about hackers. And it tells the entire story. They hacked the NSA, they hacked the CIA, they hacked the FBI, they hacked NASA, they hack everybody and their kids. But a digital dollar, yeah, will be completely and totally safe. Well, here's the fun thing. D-Wave quantum computers, the things that I mentioned at the beginning of this live stream, that all the wealthiest people on Earth actually physically own one of these boxes that are like an altar to an alien god, according to the money man, the financier behind it, Dr. Jordy Rose. These guys, a quantum computer can make something completely unhackable. It's unhackable. It can make passwords that are unbreakable. It could make everything completely secure. But they're not doing that. We've got protesters going head to head with ICE and in Portland and in Chicago. I'm doing all this top of my head, so it is what it is. This is what goes on in my head. It's crazy. Where's Palantir? Palantir could just shut this right down. These people could be up there in their big bird costumes. They could be out there at their marches and this, that, and the other thing. And they could shut it down because that's what Palantir does. But they don't because they want this. As a matter of fact, they're the ones that are paying. Your tax dollars pay, well, whatever your tax dollars pay. Who even knows? Allegedly, your tax dollars pay for ICE. And George Soros and others, probably Trump and his son and Elon Musk, who knows, pay for the protesters. They're making this happen. And the end result is boots on the ground. You don't want military boots on the ground. I told you they were going to do this, and it's exactly 100%. It's in writing now what he's doing. While all the channels that actually have enough subscribers to make one video, put it out there. Everything that I'm saying, put it in better words, make it prettier, but say it fast, put it out there to your 10 million subscribers, and that's 10 million people that are awake. They won't let me do that anymore, but they could. But instead, they're focusing on Charlie Kirk. And I said I wouldn't look into any of this, but I did. And the entire thing is just a complete and utter joke. Right off the bat, from his wife at the funeral to Trump. I mean, the whole thing is just absolute, utter nonsense. And I mean, I'm still right. I'm not saying it like that, but I'm still right that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That story has so many holes in it for a reason. So people will go in every single solitary direction. And I'm watching military channels, prepping channels, Candace Owens, all these people that are pushing this, and it's keeping people completely enthralled while troops are on the ground and task force, fast response. You don't want fast response military dudes rolling up on you, dude. Ask me how you do not want that. That's exactly the prescription that President Donald J. Trump is prescribing to combat the problem by April 2026. So at least you got a deadline. So what I'm saying is any day now, we've got so many things in the air right now. It's insanity. It's utter insanity. And the government has gone out of its way since I was born. The government has gone out of its way to make sure the rest of the world hates us. And when I was born, people didn't want to go to war. War sucked. Nobody wanted to go to war, especially for some rich guys. Well, they got everybody to flip the script with 9/11 because now it's, USA. We haven't won a war since World War II, and we didn't even win that. That wasn't all us by any stretch whatsoever at all. But we haven't won a war since. We literally pulled out of Afghanistan and left them an entire military just to add troops. We left them guns, helicopters, Frankensteins, up-armored Hummers, every type. We left Stingers, we left AT-4s, we left M50s. We left everything you would need to really kick the living shit out of somebody for a long time. Here you go. American taxpayers can eat that one. Here's $700 billion worth of military equipment. We'll just leave it here and, gotta go. We're out. This is no good. This ain't working out. We got all the heroin. Because before we invaded Afghanistan, because we got attacked by a bunch of people, according to the story, we all know who it was. It was the guys with the little hats that like jewelry. You see what I'm saying? They said a bunch of Saudi Arabians. So quickly to Afghanistan. And as soon as they got to Afghanistan, OxyContin was already crushing the United States. And then suddenly, the Taliban wasn't shipping heroin out. Taliban wasn't feeling heroin. America got there and we were like, heroin? Oh, well, we got to let them grow heroin because, these poor people. You're dropping bombs and napalm and just decimating these people, but you're worried about what they're growing? You know what I mean? And then you're protecting it with some of the best military training troops we have on earth, protecting opium fields, then shipping it to America. When I was a kid, jazz players and people that lived in the ghetto maybe did heroin. We heard about it, but it wasn't a thing. Heroin's every day. Heroin's just America, man. You know what I mean? It's insane. And driving it around America, there is nothing except corporation-owned places. Well, I say this all the time. Gas stations, Conoco, Love's, Walmart, Walgreens, etc. There's no more mom and pop stops. You can't go to a diner and actually get anything decent. You might know one good one in your town, but I doubt it. You know what I mean? My idea of a good sandwich isn't Kraft singles on white toast and an egg. You know what I mean? That's not how it used to be, but whatever.